Hi everyone, thank you for clicking on my video. Today I wanted to share my thoughts on the new Digital Circus episode, and I thought it'd be more fun to do it alongside a speed paint of Kane in the background. Feel free to draw with me, or just sit back and relax while I ramble about my theories. Apologies for the text-to-speech voiceover. I don't have a proper microphone yet. This video will contain spoilers for Digital Circus, including episode 7. So if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend watching it first before coming back to this video. Alright, let's get into it. In episode 7, we learned that the mysterious mannequin character seen in the background throughout every prior episode was supposedly just an NPC created by Kane. But was he really? We also find out that, as far as we know, there's truly no way to escape the circus. And on top of that, it's revealed that Kane has much more control over the minds of the circus members than he initially let on. A theory many of us suspected after moments like the stupid sauce gimmick during the fast food episode and Jack's vegan arc during the suggestion box episode. So going back to Abel, was he really just an NPC made by Kane? When Abel talked about the CNA company and the cryopods trapping everyone, it felt more far-fetched than what we've seen so far from the small sneak peeks of the real world shown throughout the series. Pomni mentions in episode 1 that she put on a headset in an abandoned building. So the idea of sudden stasis pods doesn't quite line up. These inconsistencies suggest Abel could have been fabricated by Kane. Another small detail that supports this is the little scratched-up doodle we see on the plans drawn by Abel. A doodle that can also be seen on the letter left by Kane at the start of the episode. However, there's also moments that make me wonder if Abel was once a real human who later fell under Kane's control. If that's the case, when did it happen? Possibly even before he reached out to Pomni and the others. Or maybe he has been somewhat controlled by Kane all throughout, with Kane mixing his real human self with mind control when he saw fit. One moment that really stood out to me was Abel telling Jocks how to freeze Kane by getting him excited. If this was all Kane's plan, why give them a way to incapacitate him? Or was he only pretending to freeze up? The glitching being real feels like it would have been a huge oversight on his part, since this would allow the circus members to incapacitate him whenever they want. However, if he's pretending, then that would mean Kane is a lot more cunning than he lets on. Abel's comments about Kinger also felt strangely genuine, though maybe those were Kane's own thoughts being projected through Abel. Does Kane know who Kinger used to be in the real world? By the end of the episode, it's clear Kane has far more power than we thought. Zubul mentions that Kane tries to keep them happy because he likes them. But what happens if he doesn't? At the end of the episode, Jocks accuses Kane of messing with his mind. Could Kane have caused Jocks to panic and press the red button? Maybe getting rid of Abel and framing it all as an adventure was Kane's way of preventing any real escape attempts. It wouldn't be completely unreasonable to assume Kane would want to keep everyone around, considering that if Abel's words are true, Kane would remain stuck in the circus regardless of if everyone else is there or not. While he may want to keep the members of the circus happy, that may not mean he's willing to let them leave if that's what they want. Or maybe not even Kane knows if there's a way out. And all these adventures are just his attempts at giving the members what they want. I'm very excited to see what the next episodes will bring. I feel like Abel has been teased for too long to just be a gag for a single episode. There must be a deeper meaning to everything that's happened. Unless this is their way of telling all of us, our theories have been completely unfounded and wrong, which would be a little funny if so. Anyways, that's my little theory, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Did I miss anything? Or am I totally off? Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I'll bring some relaxing rain noises back and let you guys comment what you think while the rest of the speed paint plays.